Hello everyone, Justin with Lucky8 Off-Road, and today I'm going to show you how to install a Sarek side piece. Yes, it's funny, but onto the side piece. What is it and what does it do? It mounts to the side of your Defender L663 like so, and allows you to use it as a tree slider and a step, not only giving you tons of protection, but a nice place to stand to access the roof rack. It's not a very hard install, but you'll need a drill and you'll need a Riv Nut tool. Run the intro and we'll meet back here. The first thing we want to do is remove this trim piece with our plastic trim tool. I'm sure everybody has one by now. If not, they're dirt cheap on Amazon. Just want to get that tool in between the trim piece and the bodywork, and if you yank it, it'll bend. So in case you need to return this back to stock, don't just pry on it. Work the trim piece down, or the trim tool. Just held in with these little snap clips. On to the next step. On the left-hand side, there's two factory mounting locations. On the right-hand side, there's three. It's back here. What we want to do is poke a hole in this little, it's basically sticky tape that covers it up, or, you know, if you want to, I suppose you could try to peel it off. I normally don't. I just poke a hole in them. Take my little pocket knife, and that's how I do it, to expose the threads. Once they're exposed, we're going to set the side piece in place, and then we can mark the two locations we need to drill. One more thing I want to say here about these factory locations is, depending on how much the robot had to drink the night before, they can kind of be in a little bit of an angle this way or that way. Not a big deal when you're mounting the factory ladder. They give you tons of wiggle room, but these side pieces need to fit in there precisely. So what I like to do is put the bolts in like so, and kind of look at it and see, all right, well, this one's, whoop, you sit still. This one's pivoted up and over, so just a little bit of a, and that's it. Easily adjust it. You know, that one's actually pretty good. If you find that yours are real cockeyed, it's going to want to push the side piece into the glass, so we recommend tapping them down. All right, now that we've done that, I'll get the side piece on, and then we'll mark the holes that need to be drilled. Okay, we just want to get this in place, kind of snug, not kryptonite tight. We're going to mark these two locations with a marker. That way we know exactly where we need to drill and add our own Riv Nuts. And we'll pull it back off. I think we'll hyperspeed all that because you don't want to watch me do it slow. There's my mark, so I'm going to drill this out. I measured the Riv Nut. It's a 1/2 inch. It'll probably be a 1/2 inch when you do this job, but measure it just the same, because as the world turns, these things do change. So I'm going to take this factory location and drill that out to a 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to come down here and do the same. With both holes drilled, it is time to install the Riv Nut. For future, Ralph and I discussed perhaps moving this location into a separate spot that doesn't have one of the factory holes. It makes it a little bit easier to drill. If that happens, then you might be drilling here. If not, then we never did it. So let's get the Riv Nuts in place and we're ready to bolt it up after that. Let's get the Riv Nut pushed in. Perfect. And we take our Riv Nut tool. Everybody's got a Riv Nut tool? No, nobody's got a Riv Nut tool. I highly recommend you do that. There is ways that you can put a washer and a bolt and a nut and kind of do it. But I'm just going to use the standard Riv Nut tool. Do it correctly. These are available on Amazon. They're not all that much. With the Riv Nuts in, it is time to mount the side piece. I like to start with the center ones. Obviously, this is all glass, so mind that. And then, well, I'm going to speed through this, but essentially put all the bolts in, gently tighten them down, make sure you're not prying up against your glass, and the job will be done. I'm going to get to work. And there you have it, job done. Take your time, put everything in place, go easy with the drill. It's really not that complicated. Just other side, there's 3 factory locations instead of just the 2. I don't know why they did that. So you only need to drill 1 hole on the other side, and now, boom, you have some protection if you need to lean your Defender against a tree or an obstacle. Okay, guys, hope it was helpful. See you on the next one.